I don't know. I have to say, I think Wacky Worms will be able to take it down, but I'm curious to hear, who do you think is going to come out on top?
The person I think is going to come out on top. I'll have to wait until after this game. We are starting with the serve. I bailed out once again with the scene transition.
There you go.
We have Riplash on the serve here with that Blitzwift combination that's so deadly. So many combinations on the board, looking at all the possible situations. It's a similar sort of control team, just more based on aggression, gonna launch into the Scaldra because it kind of has to. And suddenly, the Heat Wave onto the Riplash. We are already seeing sort of a different approach to trying to stop this monster.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Wacky Worms team definitely likes to do damage, but it still, has that damage comes from all sorts of different sources. There's got the Dread Mist, got the Heat Up for Sweaty, got, Nettle on the Garud. There's just a lot of different ways of doing that damage, and we immediately see that that Dread coming out here. But also see the Cyclone
immediately coming out. You see that Frosty's getting ideas with how to remove these field effects, how to get rid of Dread before it becomes a problem. That Castlate with Demolish is going to be really useful. You have the Riplash, of course, in the front, able to do some things here. Confident Pass is going to come out with the Thump. It's not going to be enough to kill, but it is enough to do an incredible amount of damage to Scaldra immediately. If Armantis, if Albrax, that's your fucking name. If Albrax comes in here, that's a dead Scaldra.
Yeah. Yeah,
the Cyclone coming in right now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. The Cyclone coming in right now. Oh, the Riplash is going to die.
Yeah,
Riplash is going to die.
The Quake is going to do enough damage to drain.
Big play.
Yeah.
Big play. At the very least, they know enough that they definitely need to get the Albrax in right now. Helminth coming up. Made Sweaty. And definitely more an oppressive, high-paced kind of control team here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Castlate can hit the field, can end Dread early. Depends on how many turns of it are left. If I'm keeping track right, it's about 3 or 2.
Yeah, I think there's 3 more turns of Dread left, but yeah, we'll have to see. It's funny. Wacky Worms team is almost a different type of lots of stuff on the mental stack because of how many different damage types can come after you. You have to consider, will Quake wipe my ally? Oh, is this Dread Tick gonna make me wipe? Like, there's all sorts of stuff to think about. But we do see this Castlate ready to do some massive damage.
Yep, Demolish up in the front.
Yeah, so we do see the Gremlin.
Stopped.
Yep, stepping back.
It's only really stopped in that sense. The Provoke can come out and stop the shield from coming out, in which case Ivysaur is the best play. But after that, what do you do?
Yeah.
There's not really much you can do. You'd have to go into Blitzwift to make some things work. The shield will not be able to come out if they want it. I think the safer play is to just assume that the shield is coming out. Yeah. Oh! Shield stood... The shield would have worked on Castlate. Wacky Worms with the strangest predictions.
Yeah, but it pays off.
And it works.
Yeah.
Probably trying to get a different beastie in with that quick tag.
Yeah, so the good news for Frosty here is at the very least, this is a threat of the sideways move in the front. So it's not like there's going to be a free switch or a free heat up.
Yeah, the forward pass could have come out.
Speaking
really
of the switch,
their life right there.
Oh, they actually just coming out as well.
Oh man, this is an oppressive control team. There's no options now.
Yeah.
The only real way to get this is to take the point. But even then.
Yeah, I wonder what we're going to see here. Or maybe because there's not that much damage on Frosty's side, we might just see the shake off to get a little bit of healing and maybe survive next turn. But I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. It's definitely one of those situations You need to be ready for anything to happen.
Oh, it's a steal, volley, and boom. An interesting decision. Oh, but that's... I didn't even realize Albrax is less than 25 stamina left, so this is going to have to be a free ball. I think that's a huge win for Wacky Worms.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the next turn is forced ball as well. However, they see it, the grit coming out.
Yeah.
If the Gremler has forward pass, that's brutal, which it doesn't. But that Castellite, man, Ziphosaur's going out anyway.
Yeah, I think the one saving grace for Frosty here is Riplash is about to come back, but definitely going to be taking a lot of damage in the meantime. At least 1 point is going to be going to Wacky Worm's way, I would imagine, unless we get...
At least one, at least one.
Yeah, there we go.
The Blitzwift coming out, though, that could be huge.
Yeah.
I would think the Riplash is the better switch in here just because you could walk up with Castellite and hit something really big.
Yeah, there
and
we
it looks
see.
like...
Yeah, Riplash did take that.
Yeah, it looks like the Frosty thing is thinking the same way right now. Just walk up with the...
Yeah, I mean,
oh no, we're clicking volley, we're confident passing.
Yeah, so there wasn't a quick
today.
tag. I was thinking too, maybe walk up with Blitzwift, quick tag, and then be able to Vigor Beam, but looks like it's going to be just the...
It would have killed a lot of things on the board, but Skulldraw except might have just lived it.
Yeah, confident pass. Alright, and so, yeah, we definitely have some damage threats with that grit. But
absolutely.
It's not enough necessarily to get a knockout. If we see a switch here into Castellite. Okay, but we do see the double volley just grit, just two massive damage. Oh, and okay, so Riplash. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of a tough
has another
spot.
shot here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Castellite's going to go down.
Yeah.
That I assume the Skulldraw has Foggy, so it's not even going to do much.
This is a tough spot.
This is a really tough spot. Yeah, I think you wouldn't want to risk it. Just thump into the slots since you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Castellite dies this turn once more.
Yep.
Change it to Ziphosaur. This game's... Frosty's holding on really well though.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the BCs have been recovering in the nick of time to prevent, losing the last point here. But again, it's not necessarily just the matter of surviving. It's how do you turn this around? And I think it's not all bad news for Frosty. But we actually see the Dread coming out here. Oh, and that's enough to get... Man, Wacky Worm's on point with the calculations. Figures out that a steal plus the Dread is actually enough to
and that
drain.
would have been so good.
Oh, man. And yeah,
I think that's a loss. I think that's just an extended loss at this point. Unless Albrax can get somehow back onto the field, but I don't think Wacky Worms is going to let that happen.
Yeah, I think, Wacky Worms is definitely trying to figure out a way to not leave any room for Frosty to come back here. Oh, actually, even the move back, so we can see I assume... Wait, is there a doze on this Skuldra? Yeah, there is. So we could even see a doze and a tool just to try to get more value. Oh, an interesting...
Treading up to the eruption here.
Oh,
that's going to be the first of very
point.
swift game one.
All right.
Frosty's tournament point here.
Yeah. Wacky Worms.
No, that's not right.
Yeah,
Wacky Worms is tournament point.
Yeah, Wacky Worms at tournament point. Frosty needs to win this to force a game 3.
1 point away from breaking dinos. Give me exactly 1 second, please.
Yeah. Well, okay. So we do see Wacky Worms does have to serve this time. I'm curious to see what serve they choose to use, and it looks like they're just going with Eruption. Again, pretty aggressive serve, but I guess they think, oh, I don't need to really lead Spitball in this matchup. Better just get as much damage off as possible. And there might be something to that. I mean, they can't block the Eruption on the first turn, so this Quake damage is basically guaranteed.
I stopped counting at 5. Dinos won 5 tournaments and weeklies in a row. Fuck it. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Official. So breaking that streak will be one of these two players.
Yeah.
It's not a question of it anymore. It is going to happen. A similar start to before. I think feint might be a really good call here, but the careful shot also coming out, trying to get that sneaky point, and it works!
Yeah.
1 point for 1 point.
Yeah,
for the guy whose name I keep forgetting, Frosty. Sorry, it's my brain. I'm very silly right now.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, Frosty going for the sideways move, anticipating that it was just going to be a heat up, and Frosty was absolutely right. We actually see the switch out that time.
The disc is going to come out now. It's going to be a very tricky situation to navigate through.
Yeah, I'm expecting a steal and Dread Mist, but we're going to have to see what the choice is. I mean, Dread Mist obviously has worked really well. It does stop a couple of shields, but honestly, mostly it's just been Wacky Worms is used to doing all the calculations for Dread Mist.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
The opponent's not so much.
I'd be surprised. Oh,
does get the block
so
though.
This works.
It's a big deal.
The double nettle can come out, really ruin Scaldra's day here, or Gremlins, or really anybody's. If you double nettle Scaldra.
Or you can even threaten the back row now. I know it's crazy, but
you could single nettle. You could careful shot back.
Yeah, and that might be the play.
It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, because the thing is, your instinct is to switch out, which is exactly what Wacky Worms does. Taking advantage of that, again, too many threats. Again, wants to switch out to a healthy
The mental
beastie.
stack is too high.
Yeah.
Inside his head, he only needs one more point, one errant point.
Now that said, it still might have been a conscious decision.
Now. Scaldra can't hit the field unless they force a free ball, which is Wacky Worms. He's probably going to do it at some point, but can he do it fast enough?
Yeah, that is very possible. The other thing is there is a torch pass available, so we're gonna have to see if that happens. Oh, and this is
Spitball.
Yeah, that
tool coming out. The tool will be able to hit out that BC, but if he brings in that Albrecht, it's huge.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here. I'm expecting a steal.
Because there's no way. Yeah, the tool comes out, kills Ziphosaur.
Yeah.
And now, what's your name? The Garude. Yeah, Giggle Shit is stuck in the field. I'll tell you about it later. Stuck in the field. The Blitzwift comes out.
Yeah, I think that was a good
Provokes
spitball,
at the ready.
Just to prevent any feints or anything like that. But
yeah, provokes. The best provoke in the game belongs to Garude, able to mischief provoke and make sure both beasties are unable to do anything.
Well,
the
in this
volley,
case,
the freeze ray coming out.
Yeah, in this case, Garude is actually running crowing, which is allowed it to get more HP back. And the thing is, I actually think that's great in this situation because as long as Wacky Worms can just get wipes here, even if it's not scoring points, even if it's just wipes, you get to heal.
Given right now what is happening, I think Castellate can just come in and win the game.
Yeah, it's quite possible. The thing is, Frosty only needs one more point.
Yeah, this is true. I think that he will make the correct play. It looks like the correct play is going to Castellate. There's not many other routes that make progress in such a quick, decisive manner.
Yeah, and
we're
even
going to see what Dino's response is.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure if we were going to see a move forward in Tool, but it looks like that's not what we're seeing. It was just a nettle. But yeah, it's just going to be, I don't think... Oh, Demolish is not enough, it looks like.
Demolish is enough to at least get the point next turn and force a wiped beastie on the field, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
But it looks like our friend here wants to wait until a more opportune moment.
Just going for freeze ray.
Ziphosaur can hit this field. Oh, it Dredge run out!
Yep.
The shield is on the table!
Yep, that's a big deal. I was half wondering if we were going to see a switch out. Oh, but there is a provoke, yeah.
Yeah, if the provoke comes out, it's going to be a steal, it's going to be a provoke. It's going to be those two moves in order.
No, but
then but then you can't nettle.
Yeah.
But then you can't nettle.
Well, Garude is angry, so we're not going to be seeing any nettles here. But yeah, we could be provoke and then steal. But yeah, I'm not even sure that's enough.
Garud won't be able to switch out on this turn. They don't have any Watchtower. Only the Slippery. The Provoke coming out. The Tool coming out. Demolish, Freeze Ray. Either move was enough here.
Yeah. I think
Gremlin
that's gonna
can't
be
do
it.
anything because even if they move to the front, it just hits back to Garud.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. No, because now Gremlin's stuck. There's...
Yeah, this is a no-win situation. You just target the Gremlin.
There's nothing to do. Just move up. Move up with Albrecht. Freeze Ray.
Yeah. This should be the last point. We're gonna see if it is. But yeah, I don't... Yeah, there we go.
Worms, no.
Frosty
takes
forcing a game 3.
Frosty the cookie.
Yep. It is 1-1 going into the last
game. The
game.
Sneakiest points I've ever seen. No delay whatsoever heading into game 3.
They are
the
hungry.
Grand finals of the second Heat Wave. Yes!
Let's go.
All right. It looks like our friend the cookie is serving again. I can't think of any adjustments off the top of my head that would allow them to win any easier. The heat up is going to come out, going to launch to get into that proper position. Dreadfulness will be coming out. We know that much just from the previous games. I wonder if there's any adjustments that can be made. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I do think the first game, yeah, there weren't as many blocks to stop the Quake from being a problem. So I do think using block is a pretty big deal here.
That is respectable. That
looks
is true.
like it might be a switch out instead. Because yeah, I 100% expect the Dread miss, and yep, that's exactly what we see. So now, okay, actually choosing to go for the Albrecht slot, but what that means is we can see a quick tag. We can see a Vigor Beam here.
There's. Well, no, we can't see. Oh wait, we can't see a Vigor Beam. Oh, we can't see a Vigor Beam.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the downside.
No,
of,
the demolish actually does more now because of Quake.
Oh, because of Quake. That's actually really funny.
Vigor Beam.
Going for Vigor Beam anyways. Actually just taking the wipe. But able to, again, get sweaty on 2 beasties, starting to tick down with the dread stacks.
It looks like the strategy that Frosty's going with is just an overwhelming aggression as a response to the oppressive grip of Wacky Worms' team. It does take time to settle. So if you can win the game or you can get yourself situated or in a positive position before the vice closes around your neck, you can find yourself in a comfortable spot. It's a difficult climb, but Frosty did it last game.
Yep.
It's a very different situation though when you're the one counter-serving.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Tool
race
coming
against
out,
time, for sure.
Yeah, Tool coming out, it's going to kill Albrecht if the poor thing gets hit. And it can't even shield. It can't even shield. Please don't forget. Lord knows I've forgotten. 2 options.
It turns out you cannot be tough when you're in Dread. So no shield. But it looks like they remember that.
I would personally go into Ziphosaur here. But we're going to see what the Dark Horse does.
Yeah,
going
so
into Blitzwitch instead.
It's kind of interesting because if you want to cover for the Ziphosaur, then we want to see Gremlin steal, right? To be able to move up to the front row. But that does kind of make you weak against Castle hitting back. So
this is true, and the demolish puck is still up. Steel coming out.
So we see Steel, but a free ball
going in.
Ran out of time. Didn't actually click the attack, just a free ball instead.
My
I have
God.
to imagine.
Wacky Worms running out of time.
I mean, that's what it looked like. Unless that, well, again, Tool only goes to the closest, so it's possible that they wanted to free ball into Castle 8 slot, but find that
the double feint
unlikely.
can come out here. Or it could be a quick tag moving up. There's multiple things it could be here. Yeah. I would take a look at Riplash if I was Frosty. Instead, Horse Armor going to come out. Going to predict that they move backwards.
Oh, that's fascinating. We see a move, but it's not the move that they anticipated.
It is a move, yeah.
That's
scary.
This is great for Wacky Worms. Like that's a huge deal.
This is incredible.
Be able to avoid
that is a
damage
huge point to get. That is a huge point to escape right there.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's really, if Wacky Worms can wear down Frosty's team over time, like they will eventually win. It's just a matter of surviving the onslaught until then.
Yeah. We have Riplash receiving the ball. this forward pass has been stuck on the field. No real opportunities to use it. I would think if ever there was a place to use it, now would be the time. Try and force that Gremlin either out of position or off of the field.
Yep.
And try to play your next point. But that's easy for me to say. We'll see what our champion here thinks.
Well, it looks like Frosty's considering the forward pass.
You'd have to walk backwards again in order to stop it. It's kind of in his head now. Dino, what does he do? Garud comes out!
Ooh. And it is just enough to survive that.
Runs out immediately, but there is still hope on this field for this man.
The thing
he needs to keep...
Yeah.
Oh, his bench isn't looking too hot.
Yeah,
and
that's the big
Garud
problem.
is only going to heal off of this.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If Wacky Worms wants to heal up that Garud, it's just a matter of volley and nettle. And that's exactly what we see. Get the guaranteed 50 stamina heal. Oh, and unfortunately, Frosty did not prepare for that, and unfortunately, he's gonna have to free ball this turn.
Yeah, no point given either is really. Oh man.
And we can see a heat up.
And now I think Albrecht is the one getting hit right now.
Yeah.
That's the one that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So the good news is there was the provoke onto Garud, so there's not going to be any more Garud nettle. But again, this free ball, it's just an extra free turn for Wacky Worms to get some damage in. Oh, and this actually is a problem because a provoke plus steal is gonna both shut down Albrex's
provoke and
do a bunch of damage, and then Garud can switch out to something that can tank for Gremlin.
Yeah, Horse Armor's just gonna have to do it. Provoke. The steal should be coming out. Or just a regular volley, one of those two. I do believe that it's going to be the steal, like you said it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah.
And now Ziphosaur's coming out here. There's still hope.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Can come out. Yeah, a forward pass can come out, assuming, of course, that Dino falls for the bait one more time.
Wacky Worms, yeah.
It's sorry. Oh my God! Names jumbled in my head.
The sideways
hey,
move
now he's
again.
falling. Wacky Worms. This is a read of a lifetime if Frosty gets this. It's a very simple decision of, am I going to forward pass a freeze ray, or am I going to hit the back line?
Yeah.
And either way is really nasty.
Yeah.
It looks like they're considering the forward pass. They don't have a lot of time.
Yeah,
they don't have enough time.
Decision. Nettle freeze ray is the decision, but Wacky Worms makes the correct call.
But still, Garuda's on low health. Scaldra's looking even worse. I don't know if they can demist here.
Yeah, so Dread Mist is definitely a bit of a risk. Doze would maybe be the safer play.
No, I mean, I don't know if it's possible for them to Dreadful Mist right now because they're nervous.
Oh, that's a good question. I actually have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay.
That is not an interaction I've ever tested.
Okay. Provoke comes out. Tool comes out. The Albrecht is dead.
All right.
First point dropped.
And that's a big deal.
This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good.
Oh, wait, look at the bench. Nothing can switch in. Everything is going to die to plague.
Absolutely nothing can switch in. The only thing that could is a Ziphosaur, and he sees it.
Yeah, but again, you can't volley because it's gonna wipe your own beastie, and now you're forced to free ball again. This is a tough spot
this is the vice grip. The grip is slowly closing around his neck.
Yeah. This is how Wacky Worm wins games. You just run out of options. Just every move you can do still leads you to have a wiped beastie as a partner, and the Wacky Worm can do whatever they want. Yeah, we see Garud using this opportunity to come back in.
Yeah, Garud, definitely trying to snipe one of those kills for himself here. That tool looking very dangerous. It's going to get something. The nettle is also going to be very dangerous. It's probably going to wipe either Blitzwift or Ziphosaur, and it's going to do it soon.
Yeah. Well,
the steal to protect itself against its own. eruption as well.
Yeah. The thing
Getting
is,
a steal and a nettle off for free.
if Wacky Worms scores here, I think it's over.
Wait.
Yeah, we see the Albirex come in, and I think that's it.
Garud doesn't get the sheet. Garud doesn't get the heal.
Oh. Yeah, okay, Garud doesn't get the heal. That is
Spitball has to
something.
come out here.
But there's still Quake on the field.
One more turn before Riplash can come out and potentially affect this whole thing.
Yeah.
Albrecht is one turn away too. There's two options here. It looks like, despite all the odds, despite what we need, it looks like it's going to be one more 50-50.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. There are two beasties about to come back with full stamina, so it's possible Frosty's able to weather the storm.
Comes up just like this. Spitball threatens both. It's a weighted 50-50. The steal and the provoke and the nettle, everything, all of it is coming to this.
Yeah, this is actually a tough spot.
If Frosty gets this read, they're really poised to win. And if not, it's looking really difficult. Here's hoping. He gets the read.
Yeah, they got it.
The fucking
but there's still Quake on the field.
Though.
There's still one more Quake.
Oh, it's so miserable.
And again, Wacky Worm's just able to figure out what options the opponent can do and how to deny them. And this way, yeah, you got the correct switch in and don't immediately lose, but now you're forced to just free ball again. But to your point...
the free ball with the nettle. The free ball with nettle, it does mean... Oh, the nettle isn't coming. It's another eruption.
Yeah. Wants to keep the pressure up.
And it can also be a tool. It can also be a tool. This does mean that no matter what, something is going to take that health, banking it all and hitting it to the Ziphosaur slot.
Wait, a Dread Mist! Wait, there's no Quake!
Ah!
Wait a minute, this is...
What the fuck is happening?
I was about to say, it just turned into a guess for game, again. Or wait, it's even worse than that. Is this just... Wait. Did Frosty just win?
That can't be, that can't be.
This might be over. They have to guess. I think Garud has to switch in. I think that's the only way.
In order for this to stay stable, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that was... Okay.
So, okay, Gremlin's still here.
Yeah,
the counter comes in. Another guess for game. Heavily weighted against the challenger here.
There's team chat to actually unwipe the Gremler. So you can actually still attack with Gremler this turn. Oh, but we just see...
It doesn't happen.
We just see Grit. Doesn't matter. And just like that, Wacky Worms is our champion of the second Heat Wave. What a set of matches. Holy crap.
Fucking fight.